Hello friends, I'm Colonel Fair and this is Get Back to Work, a series in which I work on various work simulation type games while answering questions that have been submitted by you, the finest question submitters in the known universe. Anyway, today we're back in Gas Station Simulator and I've got a hot topic of a topic to discuss hottedly, which I'll get to. Now, before we carry on, I'd just like to ask the simple question, what's wrong with your eyes? Not to mention that, but your skin looks like it's been tacked on with a nail gun. Anyway, let's not dwell on that any longer than we have to. That's open. Grab the water gun. I should have enough to do this Bel Air. We'll see how we get on. Today's question of the day, topic of the day, I should say. Or maybe topping of the day. Huh? Yeah, obviously that's not going to make any sense until you've heard the topic. Flipping it. Is from Pyromaniacal. That's the way. And they ask, what's my favourite style of pizza, and go into bat and defend it. Now, interesting, because you said style of pizza, and that is actually the right question. When it comes to toppings, which we will get to presently, then there are debates raging, and there's a lot of nonsense on the internet about whether pineapple is or isn't a viable pizza topping, and you kind of go like, no, you see, this is like British YouTubers and tea, right? I've got an issue with British YouTubers and tea. It's the oh no, how do I explain that I'm British kind of shorthand, and it's been overdone so much, blathering on about flipping Yorkshire tea, and it's just so overused. It has gone beyond being quirky into nothing but a flipping cliche, and it's tired, frankly, as anything. But that's not what we're here to talk about. But no, pineapple on pizza falls into the same category. Firstly, it's really not worth getting that excited about, because anchovies on pizza, there's a bit more debate there, because unless you've got a bit of an anaphylactic kind of reaction to pineapple, it's largely benign. You might not want it on your pizza, particularly if you're home cooking it, because the pineapple being quite a juicy fruit and not in the same way as the chewing gum, it can be a bit too soggy. So you do need to take some of the moisture out of it before you apply it to your pizza topping. But if you're going to a professional pizza establishment, even one that is as marginally palatable as a Papa John's or a Domino's or something like that, then by and large they know what they're doing, and having a pineapple on top of your ham and pineapple pizza is not going to ruin the pizza at all. It'll be dry and it'll be fine, and it'll still taste like pineapple. They may even use dried pineapple. I've never worked in a pizzeria, so I've no idea. So there's that. Okay, right. So let's take all notion of ruddy heck. All notion of pineapple being hilarious topic with regard to pizza, and just chuck that out the window, because it's a nonsense. I know we're going down the sewer again. I want to finish this car off. All right, come on, let's roll. Right, chuck bags at alligator. 10-4. You don't need to. Someone pointed out that I didn't chuck all the bags at the alligator last time I was here, but it doesn't matter. You only need to do a few for the water pressure to come back up again. But I'm aiming to do sufficient to keep the car wash operational for a bit. How many customers at the cash register? 3. They can keep waiting. It's not like my customer rating goes downhill at all. So yeah, all right. So we're chucking out ham and pineapple and the debate therein as a non-event. Anchovies, on the other hand, see that I can get into an argument about that. I don't out and out reject the humble anchovy, but you do have to be in a particular kind of mood, because they're an odd kind of fish, and as such it can be a bit too much on occasion. and sometimes it can be quite a nice bit of offsetting. Yeah, there you go. But no, anchovies are not something necessarily for me. Same as tuna. Right? I don't subscribe to tuna, but people who like a tuna and sweet corn pizza, I tolerate them. You know, I'll put up with that. The most important thing, though, and now we're getting to the actual crux of the question that's being asked, is the type of pizza. And this has got nothing to do with the toppings. It has everything to do with the base. Now, if you were to go to Italy and have proper pizza, now we should differentiate here, right? Is in the same way as the English language has got multiple different variants. You've got American English, and then you've got international English, and you've got English, or I mean, international English and English and American English, beg your pardon, are often grouped together under the heading of English in brackets simplified. You don't believe me? Next time you install a piece of software, see for yourself. Regardless, putting that to one side because that's work bleeding over into the conversation, which I really shouldn't do. All right, who's that honking? And how much of a slap do they want? No, it's no one waiting there. I've got one person in the Oh, I see. Okay. Well, maybe if I were to, where's the button? Let's give me the sort the cars out tool. There you go. Let's push you over there. That's you dealt with. Let's push you over this way. Go on, madam. Clear off. There you go. And you there. I don't know what you were doing in the garage. I don't seem to recall having done a truck recently. Oh, I can't sweep this up. I'm gonna have to get a flipping digger. The base of the pizza, right? So, much like the English language, there are two different versions of pizza base, fundamentally, or two different styles of pizza. There is American style pizza, nothing wrong with that, and then there is Italian style pizza, nothing wrong with that either. Except that I tend to prefer, brace yourselves, the American style. Because I find that the most important component of a pizza is the base. And I can't get behind thin, crispy base. Can't get behind it. No, I like all that doughy goodness. Does it need to be crisp? No. Arguably, the crispier you make it, the less I enjoy it. Yeah, no, there's no rhyme or reason. And I realise and freely admit that this makes me a heathen. I can't remember how to use this. How do I shovel? Spacebar is brake, yeah. Left foot shift is turbo, yeah. Yeah, just shovel it. You have shoveled it. Okay, right. Yeah, and this chap's had a bit of an oopsie. Oh, what a shame. Maybe I'll fix him in a minute. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm going to run out of fuel before I finish this caper as well. What now? Yeah, so I am a deep pan pizza preferer. There's a police officer there who's had an equally poor day. Oh no, that's how terrible for them. Why? Because I like the doughy stuff. I would say that if I had a food-based weakness, it would be there's a couple more there it's not gone well. Yeah, well, I mean, business seems to be thriving nonetheless, so I'll be fine with that. Let's get this dealt with. Excuse me. Did I get it? No. Pull in closer. Do you need to sweep him out of the way first? Nah, I think we'll be all right. Sit back there. Pick up. Clear off. Same goes for you. That's the stuff. Okay. And then give it some of that to just flush some coolant through my exhaust. Magnifico. Yeah, so the base, deep pan. Thin, crispy base. All too often, you see, when it's when you've got too thin and crispy a base, the flavour goes out of the dough. Oh, I was talking about a dietary weakness. Yes, I have a weakness for things that are derived from processed white flour. Bread, top of the flipping mountain, that one. Nothing better than a French baguette. All baguettes are French, but not all of them are manufactured in France. Hence the delimiter. Yeah, sure. The divisor. Just whatever. Carry on. I think people are with you. Yeah, no. You see, you get a French baguette, and then you cut it in half and you fill it with bacon, cooked in the British fashion. Thank you very much. Not the way the Americans do it. No, Americans don't really understand the beauty of bacon. The beauty of bacon, as much as anything, comes from the kind of chewiness and the porkiness of it and the saltiness, and not the level to which you have incinerated it to the point that it's basically just, it falls apart. American bacon's overcooked. All right, there you go. They use streaky bacon and then they overcook it, and you just kind of go, I can't get behind that. Sorry. No, bacon should be soft and yielding, and ideally from Denmark. You know why? Yeah, because I'm a sucker for Danish bacon adverts. Yeah, it's true. Perfectly good bacon comes from the UK. I don't know why I even mention it. Anyway, in your baguette, right? You've stuck. We're on sandwiches briefly because I'm talking about dough. You stick some bacon, and while the bacon is hot, right? You then stick a goodly amount of brie on top of that. Oh yeah. So that, I mean, the brie doesn't have much structural integrity to begin with, but you stick it on top of a hot bit of bacon, and that brie is going to town, and that's really good darts. And then on top of that, I like to go for a little bit of cranberry sauce, and then on top of that, a little bit of spinach. And you kind of go, spinach? Are you an insane person? You kind of go, well, look, spinach is good. Rocket's not a bad substitution. Oh, hold on, what do they call rocket in America? They call it. Oh no, it's because it's got a good name in America as well. Rocket is arugula or arugula or what? Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff. Yeah, it's a good name that, but it's called Rocket, which is a better name. And there's a great advert. You need to look it up on YouTube. From, I don't know who it's from. It might be Florette, who are the salad people in the UK. But they've got. It was an advert on TV from must be 5 or 6 years ago by now, where it's got the different types of lettuce, kind of in gang warfare, represented by people. And a rocket turns up at the end, and it's just like, some monks doing the business. It's very good. Yeah, you'll have to look it up. I think it's Florette who are the lettuce people, but I may well be mistaken. I'm sure there will be many people in the comments who actually know the reference that I am making, and will correct me on inaccuracies that I've made. Look, I retain a lot of information in this head of mine, and the longer it goes on, the more rubbish I'm trying to keep in there, and therefore 100% salient details sometimes drop out of the brain. But I'll be close enough. Back on topic, yeah. So I'm a sucker for white flour based products of a comestible nature, and none more so than a good solid white baguette. But a close second would be a well executed pizza base. Now you've got Pizza Hut in the UK. Obviously, it's an American brand, but in the UK they do a stuffed crust pizza, and I'm sure that came from America as well, because it's a good way of getting just an extra 1,000 calories in you, just in case you really think that you know what, this pizza that comes at the whole thing comes in at about 3,000 calories, or 2 days worth. It's really not putting on enough weight for me. So maybe I should stuff the crust with some cheese as well. Just to ramp things up. Now, the thing about your stuffed crust pizza from the Pizza Hut is that if you eat it in a timely fashion, so while it's still warm/hot, it's okay. It's pretty good. But unlike just about every other type of pizza you can pick up in a regular kind of commercial environment, you can't have it cold. No, because what becomes plainly obvious is that ain't cheese. Because cheese doesn't do that when it gets hot. It turns into some kind of flipping solidified rubber banditry, and that's no good at all. No, it's barely palatable. Hello there, madam or sir. Sorry, I saw your clothing colour choice there, and I made an incorrect assumption. These things happen. Yeah. Sir and or madam, just stick to that with everybody and you'll be fine. Yeah. No, what about those folks who are non-binary? They kind of go, well, that's the and aspect, you see. Yeah, bit of everything. Okay, well, as long as it makes them happy. Right, anyway, press on. Yeah, so what? Now that we've established that the pizza base is all important and that a stuffed crust pizza is only any good on the day that you purchased it, then what are we talking about toppings wise? Well, I'm a traditional kind of guy, so you want your tomato-based pizza original aspect of the tomatoes, and then a bit of cheese, which obviously, you know, mozzarella is going to form a significant component part of that. You don't want the cheese to be too cheesy though. You want it to be nice and mild, and ideally so that it goes ever so slightly stringy when you pull the pizza apart, and that way you can get your Instagram headline photo business going on there. Should that be a thing that you care about? Personally, I don't. Pro tip for you there, everybody, which I've mentioned before. But if you're out and you're taking pictures of your meal, stop it. Take pictures of the people you're with instead. Get a selfie at the same time, because in 10 years' time, you'll be far more fascinated about what you look like, what they look like, and it is the people that make the memories, not the incredibly drab food. And also, if you're following people who just post pictures of food on Instagram, stop following them. They're not worth your time, and tell them they should be taking pictures of people. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Right, where are we going? But I like taking pictures of food. Or the other counter argument there is that I'm a food technician, and therefore that's kind of my job. Kind of go, well, that's different. If people are paying you to do it, you can carry on. You don't have to listen to me anyway. This is just what I reckon. You're allowed to reckon something different, in which case stick it on your YouTube channel, and I might watch it. Equally, I might not. All right, sir and or madam, have a splendid afternoon. Yeah. Have an absolute belter. I should probably go and do something in the garage. No, I'm not sure I can be bothered. It's a lot of work doing the garage. You know what you could do? Go and get one of your associates to go and do the garage. And then we'll stick the other one on cash register, and I'll do a bit of sweeping for a bit, because that's ruddy satisfying. Yeah, how's the money? 1,700 notes. Could probably do with a bit of a shelf restock as well. Magic, good lad. Hello, let's pay you. There you go. Right, and then let's give you a task list. I want you repairing the cars, please. All right, Maria. It's nice to see that you're being careful and smoking far away from the gas station. Your task list today is going to be handle the register. Trot on. Well, you are trotting on, so I don't need to offer that kind of encouragement. I've got a new email, which I shall attend to presently. And then I'll get my brush out and I'll make everywhere a little bit more spick and span. Look at this. We've got sand everywhere and detritus on the floor. It's just not a good place to be. I'm not entirely sure where Maria's got to, because I walked here and I seem to have got here first. Email. That's it. Good luck. Oh. With this transfer, the debt's been paid off. Yay. Join social media channels. Well, you're basically telling me it's game over, right? Well, it's not, because I'm 65% towards level 6. Or maybe I've got 65% approval. Now, regardless, I don't mind continuing to work here. That's okay. I like it as a game. I do like it as a game. Needs a little bit more freedom to do what you want. But what I do like is that there is a constant list of jobs to do, and you can choose which one's important. You know, personalising your gas station a little bit more. The ability to set prices, that would be good too. Just a little bit more control over the thing. That would go a long way. But it's not that it's bad. No, it's one of the better work simulators. What we put on top of the pizza? All right, okay. We have discussed the tomato base. Yeah. With some cheese, And then on top of that, I will go for... Ooh, what am I in the mood for? Usually meat, obviously. Typically ham. A bit of ham, maybe bacon, with some barbecue chicken, and onions, lots and lots of onions. I love an onion, me. For a long time, I professed that were one to eat enough onions, you would live forever. I mean, I've given it a spin. I don't think I have eaten enough onions, but time will tell. It's certainly time will tell. How are we doing for sunglasses? Loads of them. People don't want them. They're just not interested. Okay. Booze, got. Snacks, got. Cleaning products, arguably got too many. And then that would be an empty drinks counter. And this one is a mostly full drinks counter. We're doing all right. Have I got any more drinks in stock, I wonder? No. Well, I should probably order some. Hello there, lady. Don't go to that one. It's pretty much empty. Well, now you've taken the last thing. It is empty. Oh, have I got some? Yeah, you got some more. Yeah, let's put some Christ, some pocorn, a bit of Sun's paprika. Yeah. I think I'll find it's paprika. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's the British pronunciation. Yeah. I'm not going to say it's correct because I've not seen an originating country for paprika, but I'm going to guess that it is neither the United Kingdom nor the United States, and therefore I would need to learn it in its original. It might be Hungary. Might be. You never know. Right, what am I buying? Soft drinks. Yes. We'll have some Mr. Burton. Okay. We'll get some Aunt Betty's tonic. I've not sold that before. That sounds like a winner. And there's some toppy. Good. Then we want some snacks. Open the basket up. I want to see how we're doing on space. Oh, you've got loads of space. All right, good. In which case, give me some more. Give me some chips way. I'm all about that. Totally about a chips way. Do we need anything else? You could start flogging pastries. I don't think I've got a pastry counter, but yeah, all right. Let's do blue donuts, and we'll do purple for those who find blue offensive in some fashion. Now I haven't got enough space. Because that's taken me to 431. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Well, in that case, the donuts are off. Right, it's 386. You're still over. Well, in that case, we will dump the toppy because I've got some in stock. All of that. I still haven't got it. I'm 6 over. Oh, phooey. All right. No, I want chips fry and Mrs. Burton. It's important. I reckon. Yeah. Definitely important. What we got? Someone needs fuel. Yeah, okay, good. Fuel's easy money. I wonder how much fuel I've got in at the moment. Well, you got enough to do this one. Incredible. Yeah, it is incredible. You're not wrong. I can't be bothered doing the car wash. I do not want to do the car wash. Yeah, and therefore, yeah, a bit of barbecue chicken, maybe some ham or bacon, maybe both, maybe neither. Onions. And that'll do me. I don't mind a mushroom, obviously, but I'm genuinely not that fussy. I have preferences, obviously, but I'm generally not particularly fussy about this stuff. I'll eat most things. Do I like a pepperami pizza? Pepperoni, dude. Pepperami's the skinny meat stick. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like pepperoni. What about meatballs? Yeah, I like meatballs, but it's far better if you do it yourself. Now, my mum used to make pizza when I was a kid, and I suspect very strongly this is where my fixation with the density of the dough comes from, because I mean, her dough was basically Soviet. This was some proper, this was the dough of the people, this one. And then into that, she used to just dump like a tin of tomatoes and half a lump of cheddar and onions and whatever else we had kicking around the place. And you wouldn't know it as pizza, particularly. But I'll tell you something, it was ruddy tasty. Because the epic amount of dough that this thing had in it was just stupendous. No, that's mighty, mighty fine. It was, and we had there was a school trip to Germany, right? Which I went on, and I came back from a school trip to Germany, you know, a couple of weeks later, and then a month or so after that, they had an evening of showing the photos from the school trip to Germany, and bring us some food to share with people, and come see all the photos. Now, my friends had not brought their parents in with them, but my mum was desperate to come along. So I brought my mum along, and because she was dead keen. My mum's keen on all sorts of stuff, so I brought my mum along. And my friends were all charming and lovely people like myself. So, you know, they made her feel very welcome, but she brought a pizza of her own making in. And I was thrilled because, you know, my mum's pizza's really good darts. All my friends became converts to the church of excess pastry. Dough, whatever you want to call it. It's both. It's neither. I've got a full trash can. All right, I'll get to it in a moment. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, because you're going to want to know the answer, will I do a ham and pineapple pizza? Yeah, I will. I find pineapple on pizza utterly inoffensive. Is it my first choice? No, it's not my first choice. But I'll eat it. It's fine. But as I mentioned before, I'll eat quite a lot of stuff, and have done. And that's part of my... Oh, no. Oh, dearie me, it's the disco biscuit posse again. All right, well, hold on. Maybe they want some chips. I don't know. You've got that wrong. Oh, no. Could I undo, please? No. No, you've just stolen that. Oh, no. Where do I keep it? It's in your backpack. I've got a Dust Bowl painting. Well, you're not going to sell any chip sway on that. Yeah, but I'll stick that there and it'll make people think everything's groovy. All right, what else have I got? Shelves. I've got a newspaper stand and a big food stand. You're a big food stand. Yeah, I am, rather. Rotate. Yeah. This way. Yeah. Yes, I know. I was griping earlier on about having a little bit more control over a bit of personalisation of your gas station would be nice. And the personalisation, what I have done here is woeful. 10 of those. 10 of these. 10 of these. 10 of these. Give me some chunkios before I run out of space. Thank you. And some ballies. We have now filled up. Right. Place all of those. All of these. Everything. Get it on the shelf. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's the kind of stock you want to see when you go to your gas station. But what are you doing with this? Putting it back on the shelf? It's the right answer. There you go. Right, now, I've got no more products for you. We've got some whiskey. Yeah, put it on there. And in here, Aunt Betty's tonic. I need a bigger warehouse. Well, I don't doubt that you do, but you haven't got the money. Well, I probably have got the money. I've got 2.5 G's. Just sat there, grinning at me, going, go spend it. Oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Pyromaniacal, thank you very much for your question. It's a good one, and I don't doubt that the comments will be filled with people going, I don't know what you're talking about. I find pineapple on pizza to be disgusting. Here is a GIF that I found that describes this exact emotion. You're kind of go, yeah, all right, dude, yeah, whatever. And feel free to get involved on the pros and cons of anchovies if you can be bothered. I mean, you know, there's no requirement on you doing so. Yeah, shove all the freshettas in there as well. You're full up. No one wants a lolly. It's the desert. You would think they'd be tripping over themselves to get a lolly. I've got full trash. Well, it's not that one. Look for the green slime coming off stuff. No. Oh, I've long since stopped giving up on cleaning up the vandalism, because unless I can find the small child in question and electrocute them so that they don't do it again ever, then I fail to see the benefit in doing it at all. Yeah, can't you can sell these? Oh yeah, you can. How does one open that? Yeah, don't throw it. You can sell it. It's worth money. You sure? Yeah. What? Flipping just do that. You can. I'm sure you can sell it. I'm sure you can. How does. It's not the paint roller or the gas can or the lock picks or the... What's the bag? That's the bin bag. Or the broom. Maybe it's in car parts. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably... Yeah, I should probably re-up. There you go. Slap them on there. That's it. Slap these on here. Yeah, I don't know what Matchik's been up to. He's going like, yeah, I'd love to fix your car. What have you got? We've got a little bit of oil left. Oh, and a couple of scratch repair kits. No, I've got 4 flat tyres. Matchik goes, there's nothing I could do for you, baby. I mean, I'd love to, but I'm not going to. Near enough. I've been Colonel Failure. If you'd like to submit one of these, this is Get Back to Work, a series about me playing work simulators and getting back to them. And if you'd like to suggest the game to play and the topic to cover, get yourself over to the wizio.com/Colonel_Failure, where I'll be more than happy to, haul our business, and then I'll stick it out there. There is a bit of a queue at the moment. But I'll get to them all eventually, because that's how I roll. What do you mean the trash is full? Which trash? It could be this trash. There is a lot of flies there. Yeah. When you have collected all of the money, give Uncle, call the Uncle to get even. No, I'm not going to. Because if he takes all my money, I've got no chance of getting my stock back. I'll wait until I've got a surplus of money before I do that, and that will probably happen next time around. Thanks very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Cheerio.